It's your boy Damien Dupee, your number one off-market land specialist, hyper focused on the infill lots. You are now tuned into the We Are Land Specialists YouTube channel, where I'm your host Damien Dupee, and this channel is all about finding vacant land, flipping vacant land, finding buyers, finding sellers, negotiating, etc., etc. So if that's something that you're interested in, you are now in the right place. All right. So a couple announcements before I get started. I do have a mastermind that is going to basically allow people to basically work one-on-one with me. Okay, we're going to be going in on everything under the sun. $149 a month, basically month to month. You can cancel anytime. Every Friday, 1 to 2 hours, we're going to run. Link will be in the description. Also, I do have a paid course. If you would consider $9.97 fresh off the press, line upon line, precept upon precept. And again, you got a 14-day free trial. So again, if you don't like it, you can return it. We can keep it moving. All right. So without further ado, let me jump right in. What I'm going to be talking about today was a video request by a good friend of mine, a brother, and another land wholesaler named Audie Corman. And Audie asks, what are the top ways to negotiate with sellers? Okay, so I will do my best, Audie. I don't consider myself an expert negotiator. I'm just short and sweet, and I'm going to try to give this community what I got. All right, so first things first, when you're talking to sellers, very, very important that you know your numbers, okay? Before you even start negotiating, you got to know your numbers. The very first number you need to know is what you can sell the property for, okay? That's very, very important because you have to basically back the number out, okay? So before you can start negotiating, you got to know the numbers. You got to know what the comp is, and you got to know, okay, what are you comfortable making spread? So let me give you an example. If a comp is $50,000, the property is assessed at $20,000. What to offer? Okay, let's just say it's an identical lot. Both lots the lot that didn't sell and the lot that did sell was wooded. Same water and sewer on the street. Good topography. So basically, what I would do is I would come in, and the quickest thing you want to do is try to get a number out of the seller first. Okay. And what that looks like is you want to ask them, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm interested in this property that you got at 123 Main Street. Would you happen to have a price in mind you were looking to get for it? Okay. And that's the first thing you want to do. You want to get their number, because if you get their number, then you can see whether it's even feasible for you to even keep talking to them. Okay. So if their number is 90,000, it's going to be hard to bring them down to 40, 45, okay? So try to get their number. If you can't get their number, you want to say something like this. I would probably be in their neighborhood of $30,000 to $35,000. Does that work for you? And you may ask, why would you use a range, okay? And the reason why I use the range is because I want them to kind of hop on the higher number and feel like they win, okay? So that is the strategy behind me using a range, 30 to 35, okay? So I just say it like that, and let's just say that the seller comes back and say, I probably couldn't sell it for no more than 50, okay? 50 is the least I'll take, okay? And you just kind of pondered it and say, okay, interesting. All right. And you would say, okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Would you possibly, if I'm able to get $45,000 approved, close in 30 days, and pay all your closing costs, would you consider that? Okay. That is one of the strategies I use to negotiate. Another strategy I use to negotiate is what I would call the bump offer. Okay. So basically, let's use the same scenario. The lot sells for $50,000, okay? And the property is assessed at $20,000. And I know that the max that I'm willing to go is somewhere around $45,000 to make a minimum $5,000 assignment fee, okay? So what this offer bump is, basically you come in, you talk to the seller, and you basically say something like this. I'm Damien with Creative Land Solutions, blah, 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 blah. I would probably say something like, I was able to get $42,000 approved. Does that work for you? Okay. And you may say, well, why you go so high? Because I'm not trying to be greedy and I'm trying to get the deal done. And that's what's going to separate you in the business from, people who trying to basically get deals at such of a discount. So I'm going to go in hard and aggressive. That's how I'm going to negotiate. 42.5. And then you may say, well, why you leave, if your max 45, why you didn't just go with the 45? Because the offer bump is, hey, I'm at 42.5. Does that work for you? They say, no, that don't work, and they don't give you a number. Say, hey, the max I know I probably can do for this property is 45,000. Does that work for you? Okay. So basically, the offer bump is basically a quicker way to get to the number that you top out at, and to get their response back to see if they're trying to go, and that's basically what it is. All right. So another way I negotiate is basically by really listening to what people are saying. Okay. Um, and that's very, very important. A lot of people don't need the money. Some people want the money. A lot of people don't need the money. Okay. So I give you an example of how not listening to what they're saying could put you in a situation where you offer way too much and you probably could have got the property for a little cheaper. So basically, I'm going to just come up with a scenario, and this is the best I can do. It would be nice if I had somebody right here going back and forth with, but this is what I got for you. So scenario is I'm calling this guy. This guy owns this property, and he haven't seen the property in 30 years. Never been there. Um, it was inherited, and he basically has been in his family for 7 years. Okay, so when I call this guy, hey, Mr. Johnson, this is Damien, Creative Land Solutions. Do you have any interest in selling this property? And this seller keeps going. Sometimes the seller goes on and on about the history of the property, about what was there before and the house was there. And basically, if you just listen to I noticed, like, if you listen, they will tell you what exactly they want. And you may say, how do you know? Because I was able to get a property for $1. I did a video on it, no cap. You can check out the YouTube video on a deal I got for $1, but because I listened to the person, okay? And basically, that's really, really, you want to listen, and you want to, kind of just make sure that you are not just trying to basically, see if they want to take your offer or not. You got to kind of, I wouldn't say build rapport, but you got to kind of be an active listener. And then if you get an opportunity, you ask the guy, hey, do you have a price in mind? What you want to get for the lot? He says, I'll take tax value. Okay. Now, tax value might be 10,000. The lot might be worth 40. Okay. I probably would have offered way more than tax value. Okay. Way more. But because I was patient, because I listened for 12 minutes and 50 seconds, I got an opportunity. Okay. So them are my top three ways I would say I negotiate. Again, it's not something I do a lot. I pretty much is just short and sweet, and basically just, hitting people in the head with the highest and best offer. That's it. But I will tell you, I did take a training, and I think this guy name is, I'll share this with you. I think his name is Shawn Martinez or something. Oh, I don't know if it's Shawn Martinez. Negotiation. He got some. This stuff is cold. I don't know if his name is Shawn Martinez. I thought that dude's name was Shawn Martinez. Let's see, real estate. And what I would say is, why I'm looking for this person is find an expert. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's how I level up. I find experts and I tap into them by paying them a course, whatever they got. I don't know if this old buddy though. John Martinez. That's his name, y'all. John Martinez. And the reason why I'm saying oh boy code, because I had a virtual assistant working for me out of the Philippines. And he took a lot of his training from a previous employer. And oh boy was cold with negotiation. I mean, he was cold. He was good at getting prices down. He was good at, I mean, he was just good. And this is what he credited to. So the dude name is John Martinez. And if you want to be a beast, Slim Code. I mean, this guy's nice. Okay, John Martinez, real estate. That's him right here. Man, John Martinez. Yeah. That's him right here. So check him out. I'm sure you can get some free, you know what I'm saying? You can get some free content from him on the YouTube. So definitely tap into that. You know what I'm saying? Free is for me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, hopefully that helps. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel by now, please subscribe. And I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sharing my screen. So you definitely want to hopefully you watch this to the end. And the guy name is John Martinez with Midwest Rev, REV. But if you go to YouTube and type in John Martinez sales training, it'll come up. So I do apologize. I'm glad I caught that at the end. But you cannot see my screen. You see me full blown. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your love. Audie, man, bless you, man. And to the community, man, bless y'all. If y'all need anything, holler at your boy. My email is in the description. And a lot of links to the tools that I use is in the description. So check that out. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. Gone.